Holly, I guess I would typically ask people, and I would surely ask you, if there were three things that you wanted people to know that would help them better themselves, what would those three things be?
Okay, so as we know, I am a big fan of my metaphors and my quotes. So the first one, which I'm sure other people have said, but it's kind of like my catchphrase if you want. The first one is clarity is power, yeah? That key phrase is so important, and what that means is you need to get absolutely clear on what it is that you want, what it is that's blocking you from having that right now, and where does this come from? Now, getting clear on something makes it much easier to focus on the outcome that we want to achieve, yeah? If we scatter our energy in 100 different places, well, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, it gets really overwhelming, and you actually end up getting nothing done. It's the same as if you think, well, okay, yeah, my relationships aren't really great right now. I just want to meet somebody and have a good relationship. That's not clarity. You've got to get really, really clear on, okay, what is it exactly that is happening in my relationships now, time and time again? And what is it exactly that I want to change? And what is it exactly that I want to see happen? And you can apply that into all areas of your life where you're experiencing these blocks or challenges. So that's the first one. The second one is, if you don't go within, you will go without. Now, this isn't some kind of like Zen, hippie, sit there in lotus position and meditate. No. But it really is true, you know. It does all start with you. Now, no matter what your circumstances are, it's imperative that you get yourself out of this victim mentality, which I know, trust me, I know, can be very, very difficult. But instead of thinking, okay, why me, you know, go in and find out, you know, well, why is this happening? You know, what could be the cause? And a key thing that I always recommend to people, especially when they're experiencing the same patterns repeating, don't worry so much about the story that's going on, you know. Focus on what it is that it's making you feel. So, because, you know, I work with a lot of people having issues with relationships, don't buy into the drama. It's not about the fact that this guy or girl did or didn't call you. It's not about what they did or didn't say. Focus on what it is that it's making you feel. So just sit with yourself, think about all the stuff that's been going on, and tune into how you're really feeling. And once you've pinpointed that feeling, if it's rejection, fear, sadness, you can then use your past as, like, let's say, an internal database of information, yeah? Use your past as your ally. So you then say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling rejected. When was the last time I felt rejected? And you go back to that time. Okay, and when was the first time that I can remember feeling the same way? And then you look for all the similarities and common traits of the situations, so you can really start to hone in on the root cause, yeah? So it is all about, you know, going within and really getting to know yourself and how it is you're feeling and why these things are still happening, because at the end of the day, you can go to the best coach in the world, you can go to the best psychologist in the world, but they are not you. They can't tell you exactly what it is that is the problem. What they can do is facilitate proven methods, which I do as well, which can help you trace yourself back to the root cause a lot quicker than you would be able to do on your own, because obviously we've been through, you know, years of training. But yeah, it's all about going within, and you have the answers either at a conscious level or at a subconscious level. And the third and final thing that I would suggest, let me see, as it's the last one, I've got to pick it wisely. 3 tips that I can give people to really, you know, making a change. Yeah, it's similar to the first point I mentioned. You've got to get yourself into an empowered mindset, you know? You've got to stop wallowing in everything that's happened so far, and you've got to make the choice that, right, I'm going to be the director of my own life now, and I am going to make this change. So that's about shifting your perceptions. Instead of wallowing in the, why me, why did this happen, I can't pull myself out of it, it's okay to do that. Give yourself a period of time to have that, you know, however long it takes that you need to grieve whatever it is that's going on or feel the emotions to cleanse them. But then you really need to get back on the horse and stop staying in the victim mentality. So a really good example that helped me a lot is train yourself to start saying, instead of, why did this happen to me, or why, you know, why again is the same thing happening, and why is this person speaking to me like that? Start teaching yourself to think, what can I learn from this experience? What is this awful, no matter how bad it is, what has this taught me? And how can I use it to my advantage? And that really is about learning to live in an empowered mindset. So those are the three key points that I would say are crucial to really being able to make that change if you're planning on doing it on your own.